Good morning from Japan, YouTube. Oh, so glad to be back home here. I came here for about a month. I'm gonna pick up the family and take them back to North America for a while with me. I just love our place here. This is the new Ozeki. They repainted it, which I think is great. And get a little look at some Tokyo power line action. But anyway, I decided to do a video more on the construction of a comic, because I realized I hadn't done that. I did some comic reviews lately, and the last one was really of no value, just a little bit of venting on my part about some buyer beware that's happening in the crowdfunding industry right now, which should happen. It's gonna happen. But anyway, I made a video today, or I'm making a video for you guys today. Aspiring comic people out there, let's see if I can do this. And we're going to talk about how to start making your comic, okay? So the first thing you want to do, and remember we've already gone through conceptualization, you recognizing your influences, coming up with that great idea, knowing when you have a story as opposed to having a concept. We've done all that. So if you're not there yet, before you watch this video, if you could just, it'll take you 20 minutes. Go back on my channel and look at those two videos, because I think if you watch those videos first, there's Shinjuku. It's pretty foggy this morning because, oh man, the humidity here is just nuts. I'm on my roof now. I'm very fortunate in that my in-laws own the building we live in Tokyo, so we get access to this roof. Not a lot of people do, right? Anyway, and now we're going to talk about, I guess, not plotting, but kind of laying out your book. So you got your concept, you got your idea for the story, you know who your character is, you know what's going to happen to them. So you got to put it together. But before you go to all the trouble of writing it and opening up the computer, this is what I recommend you do, okay? And this is not my idea. I actually stole this. There are no there are no new ideas, but just to let you know, I actually did steal this from one of the greatest comic writing resources ever, and that was a series of books called Writers on Comic Script Writing. And you can buy it from Amazon. There's 2 volumes. They have all the majors. They have examples of their scripts. And I can't remember who said to do this. I think it might have been Warren Ellis or somebody else, but this has helped me, and I'm going to show you how it's helped me just make good comics, make better comics than probably if you didn't do it, okay? So here we go. So first of all you're going to do is you're going to grab a piece of lined paper for your comic, and then all you're going to do is you're just going to, on the lines, write 1 to however many pages are in your book, okay? And then all you're going to do is you're going to write, Bat Guy, Splash, whatever, okay? And you're going to kind of be able to see what happens on every single page. Now, remember, you're not going to put like panel 1, panel 2, panel 3, something like that. No, you're just going to go Bat Guy, Splash, Batman, or sorry, not Batman, Bat Guy, running on roofs, because remember, we already know where this is going to go. Meets Sparrow Kid. Right? And then you're just going to do that the whole way down so that you can actually visualize how your comic's going to work. And a lot of the times with writing, people always count beats. They say there's beats in a story, and there really is, because if you think about it in the traditional structure of a story, there's 3 acts, and that's for every issue. You want to do 3 acts, And then for every, let's say you're doing 6 issues, you want to do 3 acts. So the first 2 would be the opening. You know, the next 2 would be the body of the story, and the last 2 would be the resolution, right? So it's very easy to kind of do that. So if we know that, and we can see this, then without even kind of thinking about it, right? You just look and you go, yeah, okay. After we've written everything out, you go, that's what I want there. That's what I want there. And it doesn't have to be uniform, but it does have to be, you should have that pattern because it works. And as much as a new writer wants to make his complicated opus, maybe if you have a really solid idea, don't piss it away on bad formatting and unstable pacing, okay, which is, I think, one of the major problems in comics right now. So anyway, you do that, and why do you do that? Another reason is because, and I've talked about this before, about how I always prefer paper to digital, because you see, when you have your comic is printed, when you're reading it, really you're turning the page, and that page turn, and you can learn about gutters and stuff. Go to Scott McCloud's whatever comics. Always listen to Constructing Comics podcasts. Big shout out to those guys. They're amazing. But I'm going to give you an example actually from my comic that's on sale now on Comixology that I did with a great, fantastic artist named Alonzo Molina, Raygun. And so Raygun was my first published work. And I'll just give you another little shot here while I get rid of my notepad. Or I don't have to, I'll just sit on it. Okay. So here's the example of the page turn and how you want to format that, right? So I don't know exactly what page this is, but imagine, if you will, you have your 2 pages. There's Matthew, the protagonist, letting loose on some thugs that try to take the ray gun from him. Artwork is amazing. And so what I have is, you would go page 18, because you always know the second page is even, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So then you go 17, 18, 19, okay? 18, 19, so I know now on my page, remember we were writing it down, it's going 18, 19, I know there's going to be a page turn. So what I'm going to give my amazing artist is, I'm going to pace it so that, yeah, there's a battle, a battle, a battle, a battle, a battle, a question. What? Right? What? You never listen. And then all of a sudden we go somewhere else. And it's 2 cops. 2 cops sitting in a car just minding their own business, talking about friends. And then, because I know that page turn is coming, and I know physically my reader, okay, is going to have to physically turn that page, remember, I'm going to give them a reward for it. Okay. You see how that works? That reveal? Right? The guy's person is reading. Oh, that's great. That's great. And it is great. You guys should pick this up. It's like $3 on Comixology. Right? Oh boy. And then boom. So I hope that can give you kind of, I'm going to flip here so I can, oh, maybe I can't flip. Anyway. I hope that can give you an idea about, how to format your books, okay? So that they're a more enjoyable reading experience when they're in a physical copy like this. And yeah, hopefully that sinks in. Hopefully that gets you started from, I have a great idea. How do I make this idea a reality? Well, that's how you do it. Get a piece of paper, costs you nothing, and lay it out. If it doesn't flow, it ain't gonna work. If it's not flowing from point to point to point, moving through the book, then it ain't gonna work, okay? So, let me know. Try it out. If you're somebody who's, looking at starting to, you want to write your first book or something, please try that out. And always hit me up. I'm on Twitter. Comic book scriptwriter at Greg Shane. I'm always open to talking to people. If there's anything people know about me And you know, this community, I'm always wanting people to be better. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope it will give you a little bit of a motivation to actually get started and make that book. You know, now's the time. Don't wait. All right. I love all you guys. Take it easy.